Hey everybody, on this video we're going to paint the Star Wars Legion speeder bikes right now. Okay, thanks for tuning back in today, guys. We're going to paint these suckers up. We're going to go down on the top-down camera and I'm going to show you what I have done up to this point. Obviously on these, well, it may not be obvious. I did a white base coat, and this is one of my failed experiments, right? I came in with a black wash. Now it kind of worked, because I'm looking to cut out a step. You know, when I get these kits and I'm going to crank them out tabletop standard, you can see here that the black wash did a fairly good job of getting down where you want black, but it's just not dark enough. Like I said, it was just an experiment, so I'm still going to have to go in and hit the white. I'm going to have to hit this stuff here with some more black, right? But I started out with field drab for the actual bike, and then I was toying around with some of my washes I don't use a lot, so I tried this sepia. I want to show you guys what this sepia did on the speeder bike. Let's see if we can get this camera to focus. So I've got a new Vixia coming, the brand new Vixia. Is going to be my main camera, and I'm going to take the camera that I'm talking to now is going to be my new top-down camera. And I just think the Canon does a better job of focusing, right? As you can see, it kind of gave like almost like a camo effect on that bike. Obviously I need to go out and pick out some details here in a little bit, and we've got that I decided what color I'm going to go with that. I guess you would call it a tarpaulin, right? But I really love these figs, guys. These things are top notch. I know there's a lot of, you know, concern out there. Oh, you know, Fantasy Flight Games isn't, you know, it's going to be a atomic mass. Well, they're miniature wargamers, skirmish style games. You're going to see this game get better. You're going to see more kits. And I bet you're going to see some improvement to the mechanics, especially the new Clones War kit. I heard maybe Santa Claus might be bringing me that. Maybe. But I heard those clone robots, they're totally nerfed. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to the point at hand here. Let's get this thing, let's get these painted. But man, what great models. They're so fun to paint. Yeah, so we're going to start, like I said, we're going to any garments closest to the skin, excluding the skin. I typically do skin last. All these don't get skin, they're flesh tones, but you get my drift. I usually do the flesh tone last if possible. So we're going to start off with the black. We're obviously going to go in with some white, and as my guide I'm just using this photo that came with the kit and with the rules, but this stuff's all over the internet. Zoroaster has a great series. I'm scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably 7.5 on my skill level at this point, I would say. Zoroaster, some other guys out there that do the 40K content, I mean, they're 10s, right? Solid 10s. So I feel that, well, I don't feel, I think, I want to think, not feel. I think every time I get a new kit, even if it's just 2 speeder bikes, I get a little bit better. So hang in there, guys, especially you new guys. It's easy to get frustrated and quit. I get a lot of PMs, private messaging on my YouTube channel, my Facebook group, guys asking me for tips and things, and I really steer them to those rank 10 painters out there Mine, I want to share my process, my learning process. I know these videos are longer, the painting videos, but it's really more for the newer guys. Even if I get 20 views, I don't care. If one person gets something out of this, learning that even a guy like me who's been painting minis since I was in high school, college, I'm still learning and still experimenting, and even on my paints videos that I do, I'm changing things up. I go in thinking one thing on how I'm going to do a figure or a group of figures, and I can sometimes just change it up because it's not working out. The colors aren't working out, just like the last video, the ATRT. You gotta be flexible and move along with where the project is taking you. It's part of the fun of this hobby, this gym. All right, so let's go on in. Turn around so I don't bump the camera. And get settled in here. Kind of feeling like The Hobbit today. I read that book for the first time in my era. Was junior high school. Middle school for you new kids on the block. But oh wow, it's almost like the first time I saw Star Wars at age of 12. Right, it just opened up a whole world, and then I went, of course, straight into reading the trilogy. So I'm going to put in a little dab here. So yeah, just mostly black on the arms. You can see here how I'm doing a reference here. So let's get right into this thing. All right, so let's do this. Let's go in the shot a little bit, guys. And I'm going to bring the camera out just a little bit. Works nice. Gonna fill up the tip. I want that brush so that it's not like a big blob of paint on the end, right? And I'm gonna go in the black. But like I said, I really enjoy experimenting, right, with my washes. Now this consistency of this black paint's perfect. I've put a little bit of distilled water in it several weeks ago. I use black so much. It wasn't a total failure, like I said. It was really, like Bob Ross always said, it was a happy accident. If you're really going for something quick, you could probably do a black wash, do another coat of black wash just on the joints, and then come right in with your white. So peaceful. Normally if I don't have the camera on, I've got a documentary or a movie on over here. Sometimes just music videos, classical or rock, whatever I feel like that day. But you can see some of this stuff, that's some of the little nooks and crannies here. The wash is doing its job, man. I don't really need to go in there. Alright, I really don't need to go in there. It's fine just the way it is. And here we go with this pack. I'm excited to get that new camera, guys, that new Vixia. It's the R800. This is the 700 on my main cam. It comes with a power adapter, so if I want to just run straight power, no battery pack, which is nice. The R700, you had to buy that separately. It also has a connector where I have a small tripod behind my editing computer that I can mount that on and turn it, and also plug it into my computer through my USB in the back, and it can become a webcam when I need to. Okay, so it's going to be a good investment. I do plan on doing either some co-op live streams, or even maybe in the future I could do my own live streams. But it'd be nice to have that option if I so desire. Right. All right, let's go back in with the white here. And I gotta say, I'm thinking this wash technique, I need to give it probably more credit, because I think it's going to work out pretty good. I'm going to do a dollop of white. Let's go back just a little bit on the shot there for you guys, just a little bit. And I'm going to put a little bit of water in there. It seems a little thick. I'm going to stir that up, stir it up. Tap, tap, tap. And I don't know, man. They show here on this photo. Oops, got my light there. Where the gloves next to the gun are all black. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna go in. And the other thing that I noticed on this was the boots were white instead of black. So I got to correct that. And I don't know. I do know. I'm gonna touch up the gloves with some white, so we can differentiate the glove coming up to the bolter, the blaster, which would be black. So let's go in. Let's correct these boots right off the bat. Ooh. It's still pretty soupy. So what we'll do is I will use this goop on the shoe as my dipping point. I'm going to go in with that glove. I'm totally going in with white. I claim creative license. This is going to work out good. I'm liking this. Get all up in there. Up on that edge. I can't stress enough, guys, do not get your paint too thick. I got a little bit where that pedal is. I'll have to correct that. Like so. A little bit less on my brush. Right. nice. I'll still come in to pick out those gloves and stuff with just a tiny bit of black wash, maybe like a brown wash. Yeah, that's working out really nice. Face, we're going to just get right up. Just lightly touching it. I want that mask to be very deep. There's little doodads here. We're going to hit that with some white. You know what I'm saying? Little straps, lightly touch those. Hit that glove just again. And at the top of that armor piece there on the shoulder. And the other side of the glove. One of the situations, some guys like to start with a cream. Like they would do everything that I'm doing right now with like a cream color and then top it off with a little bit of white. But I figure, you know, you're doing a two-step process anyways. You might as well just stick with white. I can come back in once this is all dry and just highlight with some more white. Just do just a little bit of touch up with a wash. I stick with the black wash and just very lightly touch up like the fingers just to bring out those details. Just tracing out the highlights. A lot of fun to paint, guys. Some of this stuff's already drying. Right, going in with another coat. I thought the stormtroopers were really fun to paint too. Let's go with these boots. And now we know the whole boot gets painted white.
That was a faux pas on my part, but it's another happy accident. No harm, no foul. It's only paint. And come back in and hit everything again. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Alright, that's good. Now let's get on the inside of these boots. Again, it's all about the angle, guys. Come back in with this angle about right like that. It's really starting to shape up. Yeah, I'm liking that. That's looking really good. Now let's just twirl him around. If there's any other armor details I can pick out. I'll have to go in, let him dry good, and you kind of see where I need to just highlight some of the higher spots, right? And I have a little screw up there I need to touch up. Not a big deal, but yeah, he's going to look really good on the tabletop. Yeah, look really good on a tabletop. Yeah, I'm looking good on that. All right, guys, I'm gonna get this other guy painted with the white, and I'll bring it back in. All right, let's come in. We got the white. Looking really good. Alright. I want to touch up this pack on the back. Pack on the back. Let's go in with some German gray. Just a little bit on the side there. We don't need much. And we'll see how this goes. I'm going to cut it down at all. I'm going to go in between the straps. I'll leave the straps just the way they are. Correct. Correcta. in, I think right towards the end, with some watered down black wash. We're just going to highlight various spots. That ought to work. That's nice. Look around. If there's anything else I can highlight. Right. I'm gonna clean this up. As usual, I have too much paint on my palette. Now we're gonna do a little touch up with our US field wrap. A tiny little dab. And going right around where his feet were, or his boots. Right. I don't want anything bleeding over. Do one of these numbers. A little spot right here we gotta hit. Bled over. I gotta say, I'm gonna say it again. I love these models. God, they're so good. So good. We're going to clean our brush again. You know what? I'm gonna make an executive decision. This just hit me. I'm gonna go with his blaster with this German gray, guys. It's almost black. It'll be a nice little differentiation of the white glove. It's a dark color. I think it's very fitting. I'm gonna put that visor there. All right. Now we're gonna clean this brush out, and we're gonna go in. Excuse me. Black shade. Here's what I'm going to do. Just one drop, maybe two. Alright, then I'm going to come in with my dropper. Two drops. My stir stick. I'm going to stir that up, stir it up, stir it up, stir it up, stir it up. And we're gonna play around here. Another small dry brush. come in is I want to highlight all these cool colors. Open the bedroll. See the little vents on the back of the helmet. See how that works. Spots where it's a little too thick. Get up on the gloves. Right up around the gloves. See what I'm doing? I'm getting that away from the top down. Get on the control pad here. It's looking really good, guys. Shot here. He's looking really good. See, we really got a lot of that detail coming out. We don't want him too white, like he's like blaringly white, right? We want him to look a little dingy because this guy's fighting battles, right? I think we're good. I think we're gonna wrap this up. Right? I love the streaking effect. It's really really effective. It goes to show you, excuse me. It goes to show you guys, you don't have to go crazy on these minis to get a really good effect. Just a few little tricks. That sepia on top of that field drab is just right on point. Right on point. Right, we did the German gray on that blaster. Right. So nice. I like it. It turns out nice. I'm happy with that.